All right, guys, I'm rolling.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Like we do at every meeting, let's just take a moment of silence for the men and women in our armed forces who may have lost their lives in since time we last met. And also remember Rita Fina, who also passed away. Okay, thanks. The first item on the agenda is to approve some minutes. One set of minutes is from our regular meeting on March 4th, 2013. Another special meeting on February 26th, 2013, which was a budget workshop. A special meeting on February 27th, 2013, which was also a budget workshop. A special meeting on March 2, 2013, which also was a budget workshop. Motion by Mr. McCormick.
Second.
Seconded by Trustee Flynn. All in favor? Aye. Motion carried. Comments on agenda items from the public? No comments? Okay, there is a memo from the village clerk reference the filing of the tentative budget for the fiscal year 2013-2014. It has been filed with the village clerk. It's in your packet. There are copies for the public at Village Hall if you want it. It is the tentative budget, and we have to present it on April 1st. On the agenda that everyone got as you came in, there's actually a date on the bottom for April 1st. There's one that'll actually be read for the tentative, and then after that we can work on it again. Correct, Jimmy? Did you want to?
Yeah, basically, on
Want to bring up the budget meeting?
March the 27th at 6 p.m. in the Village Hall, we'll have a discussion on the budget amongst the board members, just to review the request. Remember, the tentative budget is what was asked for. There's been very little modifications made to the request, and we can't do anything to change that until after the public hearing. But we can discuss and come up with some alternatives that we might want to look at. after
Gina, do
that
we
date.
need a motion for that meeting? So that's a motion by Mr. McCormick. Anybody second that? Second the motion for discussion on the budget. We won't be able to take any action, but we'll be discussing the budget. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Motion carried. Number 4 on the agenda is a request from for the authorization for the mayor, and we're just gonna make a little change, or deputy mayor, to sign a New York State Department of Transportation, PERM1 undertaking, which was necessary for the permit approval for the crosswalk project, and they need it by tomorrow. So just as the mayor's not around.
So moved.
Okay, that moved by Mr. McCormick. I have a second.
Second.
Mr. Brown, all in favor?
Aye.
Motion carried. The fire chief submitted a report for February 2013. Chief, do you have anything else to add?
No, sir.
Okay. Number 7 on the agenda, request for facilities, Highland Falls Fire Department, Municipal Lot Number 2, Saturday, April 27th, noon to 3 p.m. for a new member recruitment event.
So moved.
I think Ms. Norris said.
Skip 6.
You skipped 6.
You sure did, I sure did. All right, we'll do 7 and we'll go right back to 6. So a motion to approve number 7 for the Highland Falls Fire Department,
So moved.
Second.
seconded by Mr. Flynn. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Number 6, request for facilities, farmer's market, municipal lot number 2, Sundays from June 16th to October 27th, 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. And I believe their insurance is on the back.
So moved.
Moved by Trustee Flynn. Is there a second?
Second.
Seconded by Trustee McCormick. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carried. Number 8, another event, the Fall Foliage Festival, sponsored by the Town of Highlands Ambulance Corps. Street, will cover Cousins Avenue to Drew Avenue, Saturday, October 19th, from 6 a.m. to 4 p.m. and they have the proper insurance certificate.
So moved.
Moved by trustee Flynn,
Second.
seconded by trustee Brown. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Number 9 on the agenda is a request for training from the village clerk. It's a New York State Archives Managing Email Effectively Workshop, April 2nd in Wappingers Falls from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. There's no cost for the training, but the clerk is asking for request for mileage reimbursement.
So moved.
Moved by Mr. McCormick, is there a second?
Second.
Seconded by trustee Flynn, is all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Next on the agenda is a letter that we get annually from the Occupations Inc. It's a request for a raffle. Attached is what we did last year, which is basically, it gets tabled. We don't approve it, we don't deny it. It gets tabled, and that's just basically what we do. Gina, what's the,
You don't, you could do what you want to do.
unless the board decides that you just want to deny it. But we have, in the past, tabled it. Is there a motion to table? Motion by Mr. McCormick, second?
Second.
Trustee Flynn, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, so tabled. We have to put a time frame on the table, Gina? No. Okay, number 11 on the agenda. Chief Scott requests authorization for the chief, the mayor, or Sergeant James Lavelle to sign the Stop DWI enforcement contracts for the calendar year 2013. Chief, is there anything you want to add to that?
Now, once we get it, the resolutions passed for the calendar year, we won't have to do it again until next year.
Okay. Is there a motion to approve that signature on that paperwork?
Second.
Second by, motion by trustee McCormick, seconded by trustee Flynn. All in favor?
Aye.
I
Opposed?
think, Kenny, what you want to say about that is we get reimbursed for that activity, right?
Correct.
That's from the county DWI program. So motion second.
Everybody knows why we're approving it, is to get the reimbursement from the county.
Thank you.
Okay, so motion second. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. There's a request from Ralph Walters, the treasurer. Actually, it's from Anna Sierra, the deputy treasurer, for a temporary transfer from the sewer fund to the water fund of $75,000 to be paid after bill collections begin May 1st, 2013. The request reads as follows: request temporary transfer of $75,000 from the sewer fund to the water fund in order to meet payroll and warrant expenses to be repaid once bill collections begin May 1st, 2013. Is there a motion to approve the inter-fund transfer?
I think we've discussed this before, and that what's happening is that the water fund doesn't collect enough, and to the tune of probably close to $80,000. But we borrow from the sewer to cover it until we get to collect for water. My thoughts have been that we eventually have to increase the water rate to cover this expense, so we're not constantly going to the sewer, because maybe someday the sewer doesn't have it. So that's something that has to be discussed in budget time to overcome some of these deficiencies.
Was that a motion, Mr. McGowan?
Well, I think that I'll make a motion that we take the 75 from Johnny's account and put it in Kevin's account.
That's not your personal account.
But anyway, let's take the 75,000 from the sewer fund and transfer it to the water fund
To be repaid
and
after.
pay it back after the May 1st collections.
So moved. Second.
Seconded by trustee Brown, all in favor?
Aye.
Do you need a roll call on that? Motion approved. Number 13 on the agenda, we have bills and claims for the fiscal year 2012-2013 of $71,609.03.
Motion to pay the bills and claims.
Motion by trustee Brown,
Second.
seconded by trustee McCormick. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. 14 on the agenda, public comment. Yes, ma'am. Please stand up here, just state your name for me.
Just want to say congratulations to Mr. Flynn, Bobby Mellon, and Mr. DeSalvo. Welcome. Thank you for all your work.
Any other public comment?
Jim?
Yes, Mr. Devereaux?
Trey Devereaux on your report. Quick question has to do with water rates versus sewer. The sewer rates is about 1.85 for water. Is it plausible that you could raise the water rates without raising the sewer rates?
Yes. That's in the discussions, right? Basically, that plan would be if we raise the water rate, the sewer rate can be adjusted.
Okay.
And you know,
Not saying that's, you know,
No, I know,
I'm
I
gonna be
know.
here, but it's
I just
It's
thought,
something-
and I'm always on the incline to always look at that initial charge, as I've stated in the past, because I think it's easier for people to budget what they know that what's gonna be part of their bill. So, any other public comment? Any board comments? Mr. McCormick?
Yeah, I just, since this is probably the last regular meeting that I'll be attending, I'd just like to thank the residents of the village for allowing me to serve our community. Thank you very much.
Sure. I attended the play at the high school this past weekend. Phenomenal. For those that didn't make it, I would say Broadway-esque, that close. It was the individuals blew me away, as well as the entire production. I would encourage everyone at any of the next performances, you need to make time. It was fantastic. Congratulations to all the players, all the coordinators, and everyone involved in that show. Top notch. Also, with Village Hall, I have to thank Gina. She's taking lead on making sure that all the necessary things are done. We're looking at the heating, we're looking at the third floor. At the top of the building, Mr. McCormick had pointed out an issue he saw, and Todd and Gina actually walked the building, the outside of the building, take a look at it, made some notations. They're actually doing the inside of the building too, just to make sure everything is where it should be and is in good condition. Lastly, I would like just to thank the poll workers yesterday. 0 breaks. They worked at least 12 to 13 hours without breaks, and they did a fantastic job, all the volunteers and everybody that came out. Thank you so much.
Mr. Steve Brown? I have no comment other than I just want to congratulate Mayor-elect Flynn and all those who did participate in the election yesterday, both the people who were running and also the people who came out and voted through rain, sleet, snow. We were like the post office. The good sign is that today was the first day of spring, although it did not feel like it. And Mr. McCormick advised me that there may be some more colder weather and white stuff that falls from the sky in the next few days. Sorry. But if there's nothing else, I'll take a motion from the board to adjourn.
So moved.
Second? All in favor?
All right.
Thank you. Have a wonderful night.
Coming out.
Yeah.
Record time.